Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Melancholy Crypto. Today we'll be looking at the CRO price. We'll be looking at better blockchain regulations can empower the underbanked. So first off, the CRO price. A lot of people are freaking out and saying the CRO price is going to 1 cent. I just wanted to pull out the chart and give my opinion on it. Take it with a grain of salt because I'm just drawing lines on a chart. I'm not a sophisticated trader. I don't have any background in actual trading. So just looking at the chart, I would expect there would be some support at around this level where it was last time. So maybe it'd be more accurate to have it like this maybe. Either way, I'm expecting the price to come down another 30%. Part of the reason for that is because of on October 30th, a lot of people will get their, when they did the MCO CRO token swap, a lot of people, I mean everyone got I think it was a 20% bonus. So that 20% bonus is gonna get unlocked for everyone. And so I'm guessing a lot of people, if they're anything like me, are probably gonna sell it at that time. And so I'm definitely expecting the price to drop a lot. Okay. So yeah, I'm expecting it to go to 6 cents. It might go lower, it might go higher. I don't know. I'm not actually gonna buy more or sell more. I'm not really a trader. I'm not super anxious about the price going down. To be honest, I don't even really care. But that's just if you're interested to know what I think, this is where I think the price is going. This is from the Crypto.com subreddit. Some people are saying that Crypto.com isn't stupid or bad at communicating, but in fact that this was planned in advance. To me, that actually seems pretty credible. If you think about the MCO CRO swap over, the whole time leading up to that MCO CRO swap over, is the fact that MCO and CRO, I don't have the chart. I should have brought up the chart. But leading up until that point, when they did the swap over, the price was highly manipulated, right? So the CRO price was going up really hard and the MCO price was going down really fast. So leading up until the swap, they had already made the profits. So there's an argument to be made that leading up until this point, Crypto.com could have been selling CRO this whole time, like up here. They could have been selling up here and preparing in advance to drop the rates lower. Because they probably knew beforehand that the current rate, the interest rates that they were giving out to their customers was unsustainable. And so they were probably going to do this anyways, right? They probably knew in advance. So yeah, my guess is Crypto.com made huge profits up here, and here's the upside. The upside to this, all this stuff going on, is that the interest rate for CRO is now more sustainable for the company, and the inflation rate, the rate at which CRO gets released, should actually be basically unchanged. So the only difference is that they're taking a larger cut of the CRO that gets added to the circulation. So they're going to take a bigger percentage of that cut. And then also, how to say this? The interest rate. So when they have a really high interest rate, that mostly just affects small traders. So anybody that doesn't have their CRO locked up is affected by the higher inflation rate. So now that the interest rate is lower, anyone that didn't have their CRO locked up is now going to get less affected by the interest rate. So you can think about it, yeah, so it could benefit some smaller people. You could argue that, but I don't know. All right, here is hope.com, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so this is hope.com. It redirects you to MicroStrategy. This is kind of funny that MicroStrategy bought this domain specifically so that they could link it to their Bitcoin, to their website. There's some great articles. I enjoy this website. Yeah, I thought that was cool. I just wanted to mention it. Next up, better blockchain regulations can empower the underbanked. So this is the heart of cryptocurrency. I feel like this is really something I I want to emphasize the importance of why cryptocurrency is important. And that is the fact that people who don't have access to the traditional finance system, so the underbanked and the unbanked, people are severely hindered. Their quality of life and their financial opportunities are kind of thrown out the window if you're just born in the wrong place at the wrong time, or you're not wealthy enough and you don't qualify, you know? So let me read this article, and I just want to share my thoughts on it. There are several barriers preventing the underbanked from accessing mainstream financial products and services. This is creating further inequality and stopping people from achieving financial independence. Fortunately, there is a growing movement of private companies, like Bitcoin ATM operators, CoinFlip, that provide physical solutions to the unbanked while also advocating for regulatory reform. So, you can think about someone in South Africa who might have to walk miles to get to an ATM. And then not only is that dangerous, but once they have withdrawn money from that account, the whole journey of going to an ATM could be dangerous. So to have access to banking services through your phone with that doesn't that won't discriminate, right? That is a lifesaver. It's such a big deal. And having Bitcoin ATMs is also, it's non-discriminatory, it's indiscriminate, sorry, and yeah, it doesn't. You can have a bad credit score. You can, you don't have to be super wealthy to have access to these products. Okay, continuing. The unbanked, those with no access to financial products, and the underbanked, those who have access to some services, but not to products like loans and credit cards, predominantly consist of people from marginalized groups and low-income households. They are typically underbanked as they have difficulty accessing financial services. They may, for example, live in more remote environments with minimal access to banks. They may also have no access to a smartphone or to the internet, so they can't even bank using an application. So this is the next big deal, is getting internet and smartphones to everyone. I would like to make the argument that having access to smartphones and the internet are already essential products that everyone should have access to. So also giving them access to financial products is just a really happy byproduct of that, right? Okay, continuing on. There could also be underbanked with just limited access to banking facilities like bank savings and current accounts, but without access to loans and mortgages to buy assets like houses, cars to create a better standard of living. They typically have poor credit scores and insufficient assets, mainly because they are often duped into taking an expensive loan, which they can't repay after a certain period of time because they are not well versed in the complexities of finance. Yeah, so I love that cryptocurrency can bring the barrier, it removes the barrier to entry, and it makes these services easy, it makes them simple, it makes them fair. Many that live in developing nations are underbanked. A recent World Bank Global Finance Index report found that roughly 62% of the sub-Saharan Africans do not have a bank account. And here's the thing, even if they do have a bank account, you could still get royally screwed if the bank doesn't have sufficient liquidity. So if there's a financial crisis, and this isn't just for them, this is for everyone, something that happens in Asia or America, if there's something like the 2008 housing crash or, a pandemic, this affects everyone globally, right? Because we're all tied together in this bubble. So to have something outside of the traditional finance system that's safe and can be accessed by anyone is such a big deal. While there is a traditional banking infrastructure in place in Africa, the case is simply that many are still unbanked, given the poverty, financial literacy, and political crisis plaguing the continent. This is surprisingly a problem in developed nations too. Approximately 25 to 30% of Americans are underbanked, and underserved by the financial system. But this is expected to rise thanks to the coronavirus. The cost of a financial advisor and rules to access saving facilities like long-term deposits means they are often excluded from high interest accounts, share markets, and therefore their savings can't benefit from the higher returns these types of products can offer. So yeah, this just says enter blockchain. Blockchain democratizes financial markets because it gives anyone, and especially the underbanked, the opportunity to grow their wealth through cryptocurrency markets and decentralized finance. So I just think this is all of this is a wonderful opportunity to bring equality, right? This is financial equality. I can't stress it enough that cryptocurrency could bring it could bring the financial tools needed to give everyone a fair shot. It can serve the underprivileged, and it can bring justice, you know? I just it's so noble. Like I appreciate it so much. Anyways, that's all for today. I'm gonna end it here. This is a long article. It'll be in the description. I highly recommend you check it out for yourself. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.